Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I am Tobey LaRoche here with Mark Ramone. Believe it or not, you just heard the Rolling Stones. This is a local music show, and you just heard the Rolling Stones. Tell Me Straight. And before that, we were listening to Reservations at 8, Not So Easy Street. Well, Mark, tell me, how are we able to play the Rolling Stones on this show?
Well, Sir Keith Richards has been living in Weston, Connecticut since 1985.
Ah.
I was shocked. I found out recently because the governor of Connecticut was honoring Keith Richards for his work he received the first ever Connecticut Governor's Award of Excellence, an honor recognizing his creativity, resourcefulness, passion, and generosity.
That's great. He's certainly a creative dude. We all know that.
Absolutely. I rarely listen to classic rock anymore, but you have to appreciate that this is one of the all-time biggest bands ever.
Yeah.
And I've even listened to some of Keith Richards' solo work and as well as Mick's solo work, and they're very talented. There's no surprise.
It's always nice to hear what they're doing on their own.
So Tell Me Straight is off the Hackney Diamonds album, which came out last year. And we started off with another local band, Reservations at 8. They released this in 2024 out of Amherst, Massachusetts. Independent power rock pop trio. Very cool stuff.
They kind of embody that Green Day sort of energy that is so iconic or so emblematic of my high school days. So listening to this tune kind of pulled me back.
It says here that they played in venues all across the country and were also fortunate enough to live out a childhood dream and tour as the real-life Loaded Diaper, the fictional band from Jeffrey Kinney's Diary of a Wimpy Kid series.
That's amazing. My nephew read those books.
I don't see any live shows coming up, but they do perform live on YouTube often. You can catch them that way. I think the vocals are kind of similar to Green Day, but the melody is more of a kind of classic rock, I think. It's a kind of an interesting combo.
Yeah, but there's still that good rawness of the sort of that punk rock kind of vibe, which is, it's a cool blend.
Yeah, definitely. Hope to see more of them in the future.
Yeah.
And before we go, I'd like to tell you a little bit about a great show coming up featuring our friend Peter Newland and a hot upcoming band, Undercover Cameo, will be the opening act. Bigger Beast Records is sponsoring the show at the Gilded Brick in Holyoke, Massachusetts on Saturday, July 12th at 7:30 p.m. Check out biggerbeastrecords.com or their Facebook page for more details. Let's take a few moments to listen to our good friend Peter Newland, founding member of the band Fat, incredibly talented. Let's check out a little bit of his recent songs.
Some sucker telling me to turn it down. Still the same old story. I make my living in a guitar band. Music with a flywheel. You think I did it with a gun in my hand? Sometimes it's just the way I feel. Cause there's a redneck metal I'm living for. I get it everything.
So there you go, Peter Newland, good friend of the New Music Alliance Radio Hour.
I was just gonna ask if you have you been to the Gilded Brick yet?
No.
It's a very unique little space. It's intimate, it's casual, it's very eclectic. It's an local artist that runs the place. And I've gone for their open mics in the past, but it is a cool space. Like people who walk in, they're always like, "Whoa, this is really neat in here." And
have you seen Peter live, Tobey?
Yes, in fact, I saw Peter perform most recently at the 21 Songwriters event that was put on by the New Music Alliance. But yeah, that was a great show. But I've seen him in a number of different iterations, and he really is a very, very talented dude. And he's been around doing this thing for so long.
Longevity.
Yes. Well, thanks so much for visiting us today, and we hope you enjoyed some great original music here from Western New England artists. I'm Tobey LaRoche here this week with Mark Ramone. The New Music Alliance Radio Hour is brought to you by the New Music Alliance, a 501c3 nonprofit whose mission is to assist and advance the careers of talented, creative local musicians who write original music and to promote the extended Western New England area as a destination for original music, writing, production, and performance. This is important work that we're doing here, I think.
If you like what we're doing here on the show, tell your friends about it and like the New Music Alliance and Radio Hour on our Facebook pages. And don't forget to check out our website, newmusicalliance.org, where you'll find the extraordinary Essential Western New England Songbook, a listenable anthology of many of the best songs ever written by artists from Western New England. And while you're there, if you support the New Music Alliance's mission, we'd appreciate you making a donation or becoming a member or a sponsor.
And if you're a local Western New England musician and you'd like to have your original music considered to be on our show, please send links of your songs to newmusicalliance@gmail.com. Join us next week for more great tunes from Western New England artists. And until next week, please stay safe and keep on listening
to original local music. Now let's have Charles and Khalif Neville take us out today with African Eyes.